peeps? J9 here, your favorite holistic Jersey girl. What's up? I'm feeling silly today. I don't know why. I had to serve, well, it wasn't jury duty. It was jury selection. And on Friday, this is like a whole, like I've been in New York for like 20 years. So it's a little bit different. Friday was a virtual jury duty orientation. Okay. After that, you had to check your emails about jury duty. And of course, I got the email saying, please report on Monday as for selection. And I'm like, okay. So I cut my Florida trip early, showed up today from 9 a.m. They let us out at 2 p.m. and I was not selected for a jury. Praise the Lord. Because I was talking about this in my stories. I pray, I manifest a lot of different things. And a lot of times I'll be like, God, didn't you hear my prayer? But when there's something that's like for real, serious, God steps in. And I knew, I said it in my stories, so I have validation that I was not going to be selected today for jury duty because I have something important that I need to be in person for this week. So I knew that I would not be selected. So there you go. There's a manifestation mindset Monday 101. That's not what I wanted to talk to you about today. I wanted to share a little bit about my trip to Florida, a little bit about the craziness and what I do to, I don't want to say combat it because that sounds very aggressive. It's not combating it. So anyway, I travel with my dog, you know, Clemenza. I talk about her all the time. She's a miniature dachshund. And she flies with me. I mean, whatever I do, she comes. The only time she didn't come was when we went to Vegas because I figured that might be a little too much. So anyway, we're leaving for the airport on Thursday. So we're going back. And it's so sorry, if you're catching a live, drop live. And if you're catching the replay, hashtag replay, let me know where you're tuning in from. Because I can't see who's viewing in and I see that there's viewers. So my bad if I am not saying hello and being social. It's not my fault. I can't see you. So on Thursday, my car comes to take me to the airport and my dog is nowhere to be found. She's under the bed hiding. So it's not a good start, okay? That's not a great start. So I get my little shoehorn thing. I'm like, come on, Menza, come on. It's okay. Come out from under the bed. And I'm like, I'm sweating. I'm dressed because it's hot. It's colder here, but it's like 85 in Florida. So I'm all jammed up with what I'm wearing. So I'm sweating now and I'm like feeling like the tension starting to like rise. Okay. I get her out from underneath. I have luggage, I have a carry-on, but in my carry-on, I have to pack my work laptop, right? And I'll tell you why. On Thursday, I was off work. Friday, I had to do online jury orientation, but Monday I had to report to work remotely. So I had to bring my corporate laptop and then Tuesday I was off to fly home. That was the original schedule. But that got all mixed up because of the jury. I had to fly home on Sunday. So when you're flying, I think I'm a seasoned traveler. If you're a seasoned traveler, drop me in the comments. Let me know who my fellow travelers are. I have TSA pre-check. It's like bam, 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 bam. I know what to do to go quickly and all that. So I have my carry-on, but with the laptop, you got to take the laptop out. So there was that. I had the dog. I had to put her carrier in the, x-ray machine, but you have to take her out. And, it's a lot for one person to manage all of that. Then I have my purse, making sure nothing's falling out. I got all this stuff in there. And so it's a bit stressful. I mean, TSA, when it's not crowded, is stressful. And so when it's crowded, when you go to Orlando, it's just like mayhem. It's like, it's all things Disney. So you got all the kids and all that stuff. So we get through security and we go through the gate. Everything's fine. We get onto the plane. I upgraded my seat, which was fabulous because I got to meet someone, which I went live about, that I wouldn't normally meet. And he's a great businessman to be networked to. I'll just say that. So I was very proud of that. I get there and, I sign on to do, I get there and I have the dog. My best friend has 2 dogs and 5 cats. She has chickens in the backyard. It's a lot. And don't open the door because the cat can get out. And it's, again, a lot of like, your nerves are kind of like wound up. But everything, I got there safe. Everything was fine, no problem. But the anxiety was a little bit high. I'll tell you that. So after all that, we have to set up for a party. okay? And there's like 75 people. So in our backyard, they, you know, put up the tent, they dropped off the tables. We have to get the table set up. We have to get the chairs put there. We have to do all those things. Pick up balloons, pick up cupcakes, you know, there's like a billion things going on. And I was starting to feel like I'm tired, like I felt tired, right? I don't know if anyone can relate. You have like a million things to do, but like, you're like, I could do it, I could power through. And before the morning of the party, we go to Orange Theory. And I'm like, oh my God, like if there weren't enough things to do, I was like, I'm so exhausted. But it wasn't like I didn't sleep or I couldn't sleep. It was like, there was just a lot to do and a lot going on. So we head to Orange Theory, and I don't know if you've ever been to Orange Theory, drop an orange. Let me know who went Orange Theory. I don't know if I'm 100% sold on it. I'll just tell you that. I don't know. I mean, it's cool because I did the rower first, then I did the weights, we did free weights, and then we did the treadmill. So I did not push myself that hard because I didn't want to be like crazy. Like I didn't want to pass out, you know? So, anywho, we go there and my best friend's like, oh, do you want an energy drink? I'm like, no, I don't. I have my ketones. This is, you know, this is one of the versions that I use. So I mix in my ketones. I'm like, I like these ketones because number one, they give me energy, right? And there's no crash. It's low calorie. It has no sugar in it. It doesn't spike my insulin. There's no artificial colors. There's no artificial flavors. And maybe that's not important to you, but I'll show you something. I have to do a 3-step liver detox. And why? I mean, I get my blood checked every year. If you get your blood checked every year, drop me a 1. Let me know who my peeps are. I just go to see baseline, see where I am. So I checked everything. My cholesterol is great. It was high last year. It went back to normal. All my levels are perfect. Everything was perfect, but my liver enzymes were high. And she said it's because of the toxins in the air, in the food, in the water, in the personal like hygiene products that you use. You have to be careful and look at every ingredient. So if that's important to you too, that's why I mentioned that it's low calorie, no sugar, because it's, excuse me, very important to me. So now I'm doing a 3-step liver detox. It's basically detox and get my liver enzymes at a healthier state. So anyway, as I was drinking it, I was like, this is incredible that you can take a drink to put you into a state of ketosis, feel energetic, like naturally have energy with no crash, and like go about your day and then go to bed with no issue. I mean, it's really, it's incredible to me. And what I really noticed, because I kept with my intermittent fasting, I was like very, very strict with myself. I said, I want to be strict for these 6 months. So it was difficult. It was a southern party, you know, it's in Florida. They had a barbecue truck. They had a spinach artichoke dip. I mean, you know, you have chips or bread with that. And I don't eat carbs right now. I've cut processed food, and it was challenging. So we had gone to the spa before, and I got my nails done. She got her hair did, and I ordered a bunch of stuff. I ordered a protein shake. I ordered a Caesar salad with shrimp. I ordered omelet. Like I ordered all this food because I knew I had to load up. So the party went well, thank you, Lord. And then at the end of the night, I was like, I'm really hungry. Like, you know, when I had a couple drinks, and it was like 85 degrees, so I was sweating, dehydrated. And at the end of the night, I remembered I brought a packet of my protein ketone. And so I slammed one of those, an apple butter protein ketone, because what that does is it helps you sleep, it fills you up, and it tastes good. And again, low calorie protein, it's vegan, it's not dairy, there's no dairy, it's gluten-free, and it helps you put into a state of ketosis for bed. So I slept like a baby, like, and I had 2 dogs with me. I had my dog and I had my best friend's dog in bed with me, and no issue, right? So the next day I was like, all right, I'm really, like, I fly home, whatever, again with men's and all that stuff, and I get home, I don't want to cook. Don't want to cook. And so I'm sticking with the intermittent fasting. And the way I'm doing it, if you've ever intermittent fast, drop if. Let me know who you are. Because I have an intermittent fasting bundle that I use, that I promote, and people have had huge success with it. I've dropped 7 pounds in a month. And it works. It's very effective. And so in the morning, I drink my coffee. Then I drink a caffeinated ketone, one of these. And then I wait until I'm hungry. Sometimes it has to at least be 12, right? So 12 noon. Sometimes it's 1, 2, 3 o'clock in the afternoon. It doesn't matter, right? So and I eat a high protein, not like I'm not keto. So it's a high clean protein. I don't eat meat. and then a good fat. So that could be like an avocado, olive oil, something like that. And then I have my dinner whenever I feel like having it, before 8, 9 o'clock. And then before bed, which I'm going to do tonight, I drink one of these. It has no caffeine in it. It puts you into a state of ketosis. It has magnesium and ashwagandha in it that helps you relax. It helps relax your nervous system. It basically, it's like when you put the lights down, right? It gets you ready for bed and you wake up refreshed. These are actually on sale, 22% off at the moment. So if you want to grab them, drop sale, and I'll get you the information for the sale. So when I got home, I was like, screw it. Screw it. I'm going to eat carbs. Like, I'm going to eat carbs. I'm tired. Like, it was a rough weekend with eating. It was really hard to navigate because when you're not home and you can't prep, it's challenging. If you feel me, drop yes. Let me know who my people are. If you meal prep or you like routine and it helps you stay strict, it helps me. So I get home and I eat carbs. I ate pasta. Let me tell you something. I woke up in pain. Okay? It's for real. It's for real, for real. Now, I am not, like, I love moderation, but I am telling you, I don't know what is in the carbs here, but they cause inflammation for my body. And I know there's a lot of people that feel the same. Like, I don't eat sugar anymore. Sugar inflames me. I feel terrible. So even though the cupcakes that my best friend got for her birthday looked absolutely delicious, I knew that the way I was going to feel afterwards was not worth it. So I didn't do it. So I had the pasta. I was in pain today, and I said, that's all right. You get right back on. It was one meal. So in about a month and a week, I've had 2 cheat meals. Not bad. And they caused me to be in pain both times, enough for me to say I jump right back on. So anyway, if you need help intermittent fasting, if you feel like you'd like to, not be so hungry, if you need help with cravings, if you just want structure, if you're like me and you like routine, drop IF so I know and I can send you the information for the bundle. It's discounted as well. And basically, I decided in my head, I said, I have like another 5 months of doing this strict, but it's worth it. It feels good. I feel like I'm shrinking. My clothes feel better. And when you're traveling, right, you're alone and you're traveling with a carry-on and a dog and your purse, and you have, you want to get a coffee and you want to do and you have a dog who's nervous and hiding under the bed. It really, drinking these ketones, I call it brain fuel, helps me calm down. It takes the edge off, especially I am perimenopause. So I get edgy because if the hormones are not in balance, I get edgy. So if you are suffering or going through menopause, perimenopause, PMS, drop. What should you drop? I've done one, I've done yes, I've done if. Drop hormones if you're dealing with hormone issues. So anyway, it helps me. People, like my best friend's like, I have hot flashes. I don't. With the ketones, they eliminated all the hot flashes. Now I went for my blood work and I spoke to the woman and I said, with these liver enzymes, I said, I drink ketones. She goes, that has no bearing on it. It has absolutely no, it would not impact you. So anyway, the long story short is why I drink these is when you're solo and you're traveling, you have a lot of things going on. As I just explained, I have a lot of things going on and I really love to sleep and I like to wake up refreshed. It takes the edge off, right? And it gives me that energy, but natural energy, like not something a Monster or a Red Bull will give you, not that spike. It doesn't like increase your insulin. It doesn't spike your sugar. If you get into ketosis, which is a balanced state, it calms your nervous system. And also, it helps me with the no cravings and that IFAST system. Let me tell you something. Someone had lost like 5 pounds in 1 week and it was a lot, you could tell it was a lot of water weight, but feeling like you have a structure and you have a plan, you're eating whole foods. This is not in place of food. It just helps you set the pace for it. It is so, so important. Very important. So if you want to feel better, if you want information, because there is a sale right now, drop better and I will get you the information to you. And the last thing I'm going to mention is the freedom around this and the passion around this. I feel with this vehicle that I have, that I've been using, it has given me the tools to create a path to freedom. With this corporate job, like I was telling you, right? Like I was on the schedule for Friday, then I was off Thursday. I had to rearrange all these days. And it's crazy. It's crazy when you have to go to work and you're playing like Tetris with your days off because you don't really get enough time off. You know, you just don't. Unfortunately, you don't. And I said this before, in a 9 to 5 or in a job, you know, if you go to work, you're going to get paid. In a business, you get to control that. You get to show up, and in the way you show up, you get to get a return based on how you show up and the value you give. And the most rewarding thing I hear all the time, and I love what I had someone who bought a trial from me. She joined me in business, sold off the rest of her trial, and she's doing amazing. She's on a leaderboard. She joins events. She has customers all the time. And it's the way you show up, and it's the way you present, and it's the impact that you have on others and the solutions that you're solving. It feels good to have an impact and then receive that information. So I always say, when someone says, I really vibe with you, I really align with you, but I've tried it before and I haven't done good. And I said, you haven't done it with me. And that's what makes a difference. Another woman who just joined me in business said, I know your company, I know your product, but I joined because of you. And I was like, that's it. I joined my mentor because of her. So anyway, if you want information on that aspect, on taking these ketones and then sharing them, earning them for free, I haven't paid for one since I started. I get them all for free unless they're like specialty stuff that I want to buy extra. Drop 2023 and I'll get you the information. I have my own little chat bot, so you can go to the link, go through my little chat bot and get all your information. It's a wonderful, wonderful system. So thank you for listening to my story. Just to recap, if you want information on the product, just drop better to feel better. And if you want information on joining me in business, drop 2023 and I'll hook you up. Have a great night. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Ciao, ciao.